Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the You're Not Done Yet podcast, where your purpose is just moments away, and I am here to help you get there. Y'all, we did it. You're Not Done Yet podcast live. We did it. For one, I just want to say thank you to everyone who liked, shared, who came out and supported, and just most of all, just being in the presence of a great vision. And there's many more to come. So at the podcast live event, I did have have the attendees put on a sticky note, what does their purpose mean to them? And I want to share that with you today on this episode, and then we'll get into some more about purpose. Okay, so let me get the box and let's open it up. All right. So, one person wrote, to me, the meaning of purpose is the driving force that pushes an individual toward reaching their goal of a satisfied or completed life. I like that. My purpose is to prepare my soul for heaven through Jesus. All right. My purpose is to influence others and to see everyone smile, to laugh and have a good time in life. I'm with you on that. Never been asked this question. Right now, the only thing that is important to me is the health of my marriage. Oh, wow. And as of today, what my purpose means to me is to be at all time a great husband. Oh. Another one. To fulfill what God told me to do before I die. So I can honestly say I finished my course, I finished my race, and I made it over. Now I'm complete. Yes, ma'am. Got another one. My purpose means everything. It is my mission in life, the reason why God created me, to complete His will and help others heal in the journey. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got another one. My purpose is to light up the world, to share the good news of Jesus and raise awareness on organ, eye, and tissue donation. Okay. Purpose, baby. Purpose. All right, I got another one. To serve God and others. I like that one too. All right. My purpose is to inspire, motivate, and encourage individuals to be the best version of themselves. Come on now. My purpose means staying true to myself, because without that, I have no purpose. That's true. My purpose means loving myself deeply so that I am able to pour into others to be whole. And last, my purpose is to educate our Black students and let them know that they could do anything that they put their mind to. It is the reason why I'm here, and I strive every day to fulfill it in any way possible. We love it. So, from reading these sticky notes, we see that everyone's purpose means something different to them. But the main goal is that we are living to carry out God's will, right? We are living to make sure that what He puts in us will always get out in the world and leave a lasting impact. And that's what I want for you. I want for you to really take the time to really sit down and think, what does your purpose mean to you, right? Does it mean fulfillment? Does it mean enjoyment? Does it mean that you're going to have to let go of some things in order to fulfill your purpose, right? My purpose to me means simply this: do what I am called to do. Not what I want to do, but what I'm called to do. being obedient to what I'm called to do. And I always felt like my purpose is just is words. I feel like I am really great with motivating and inspiring people and pushing people to be their best selves. Henceforth, the podcast. But I really want you to think about what your purpose means to you, right? When it's all said and done, have you fulfilled the thing that you were meant to fulfill? Have you carried out the thing that you were meant to carry out, right? And even though we always feel like we have a sole purpose, but we have many gifts, right? Maybe there are some people that just has one, but I don't really see people just being stuck to one thing, right? Because as the world is ever changing, we're always finding different things to be a part of. We're finding different outlets so where we could be a part. I want you to explore that. I want you to discover and explore the different avenues that God is putting in your way. So whether it's creativity, right? What is creativity? Whether it's writing, reading a book, whether it's enjoying nature, whether it's putting together a mentoring group, whether it's getting out in the community and being a great resource, God has put something in you, right? And your purpose should mean as much to you as much as you mean to God, right? Because each and every one of us are built and formed in his image, right? So that means that we come from something special. We come from something that is unmatched. We come from something that is unique, right? And there's a uniqueness in every single one of us. But we have to do the work to get out there to figure out what it is. And like I always tell you, if you do not know what your purpose is, it's time for you to start talking to God. It's time for you to start getting on your knees, meditating and praying and saying, okay, God, show me, right? That's a big thing for me. Show me what I'm supposed to be doing. Show me where I'm supposed to be going so that I am in alignment with everything that you have for my life. And when something is in alignment with your purpose because it comes easy. You don't have to chase it and everything falls into place, right? But if it's not of purpose and it's not of alignment, baby, everything will come crumbling down. No matter how quick you got it or how fast you got it and it's how good it may seem in that moment, you're not going to have to chase the opportunity. You're not going to have to chase the thing that you're supposed to be doing. It comes to you naturally, right? It comes to you willingly, right? Not because you forced it, not because you were being impatient and telling God, well, I don't feel like waiting no more. I'm done. I ain't doing this no more. And God's like, okay, bet. Go ahead and do what you feel like you want to do and not what you need to do. Do what you feel like you're supposed to be doing and not what I'm telling you need to do. You get me? And I feel like with purpose, we have to have that attitude. We have to surrender and be willing to do what he has called us to do, regardless of what it looks like, right? Regardless if we don't know how or when, we just know, all right, we're in agreement, right? Because once you're in agreement with God and you're surrendering to him about your purpose, you're letting him know that whatever you throw at me in regards to my purpose, I'm going to take it because this is the path that I am following. This is the path that I'm going down, right? And the path of purpose is not an easy road. I say that all the time on this podcast. It's not an easy road, but it's a fulfilling road because it allows you to sit back and think like, wow, by me trusting God, putting my faith in God, I'm able to walk in my purpose every single day. I'm allowing the gifts that he has put in me to make room for me, right? I'm allowing the gifts that he is slowly and surely and continuously telling me about. I'm allowing them to stir up, right? I'm allowing them to do what God has called me to do. And a big, big thing of purpose is knowing that even if you just impact one person, you've done your job. No matter how small you think it may be, it's big to God. Your purpose is huge to God. And we look at our purpose as this like minuscule thing. And it's like, no, God created you to be big. So be big, be bold, be loving, right? Your purpose has to be a priority for you. Your purpose has to be on your to-do list every day. So when you get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, You praise and how you get your day started. You worship. All right, God, how can I jump into my purpose today? Okay, God, I got a little time on lunch. What can I do to be making sure that I'm continuing to walk in my purpose? Because it's that serious, right? Your purpose should be as serious to you as Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. It should be that serious. You should be taking it day by day to make sure that you are doing what God has called you to do. Your purpose should mean more to you than that Gucci bag. Your purpose should mean more to you than that G-Wagon or that new truck you finna get or that new car you finna buy. It should mean more to you than that. Because when you are following in your purpose and you're doing what God has called you to do, everything that you need will be provided. Everything that God knows that you need will be provided. You won't have to ask. You won't have to worry. You will know by me being obedient to what God has told me to do. God gonna be there to help me out. God gonna make sure I'm not lacking. I'm not wanting for anything. But that's what your purpose should mean to you. Your purpose should mean the world to you. Your purpose should give you a sense of relief. Like, okay, I'm not just wasting my time. I'm not just watching the days go by. I got to get busy. I got to start doing stuff. I got to get out there. Like, I got to get it going. And as we are ending the third month of the year and going to the fourth one, what have you done so far in your purpose? What have you completed so far in your purpose? What have you done? Right? We have to stop sitting on the sidelines and getting upset when people are doing things that we see ourselves doing, but we haven't even made the first step to get there. We haven't been obedient with what God has given us. We haven't been a good steward over what God has given us, right? And He's giving you your purpose. He's giving you your purpose to experiment, try things out. And even if you try something out, okay, and maybe it didn't work out the way that you wanted to, but you learned something from it, from the failure, from it not working out. And you got to be okay with that. I think that when we walk into our purpose, we hear the word failure. Oh, I'm afraid to fail. Oh, I don't want to fail. Oh, I don't want to fail. Oh, I don't want to fail. But it's not about failing. It's about surrendering, saying, yes, I'm willing to do it, and taking that leap and taking that step. And wherever it leads me, that's where it leads me, right? And everything is in God's timing. I think we want things so bad and we want stuff to happen so bad, and we're not even making sure that it's in God's timing. Like, is it on God's watch? Like, did He say it was time for that? We got to get in the groove. We got to get in the groove of knowing that patience is a virtue, right? And God will call on you when it's your time. He will call you forth when it's your time. So while you're waiting on Him to call on you, while you're waiting on Him to say, hey, it's your turn, make sure you're doing the work behind the scenes with your purpose. Make sure that you're continually checking on it, working on it, making sure that it's up to par. Because when He pulls your name and say, all right, boo, it's your turn, go get on them stages, go do those radio interviews, go do it. Because He knows that you put in the work, right? And He is going to reward you for your faithfulness, but you got to take the first step and allow your purpose to mean the world to you. And when God sees that, okay, you serious about this thing, all right, bet. Let me throw a little salt in there. Let me throw a little seasoning in there just to make sure that this is what she wants to do. To make sure that this is what He wants to do and this is where He wants to be, right? Your purpose is done from the heart. It's not done from the mind thinking about, oh, what can I get out of this? You have to follow your purpose to do what you genuinely are called to do. And you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for it. So I'm encouraging you this week to get ready for it. Get ready for it. Think about what your purpose means to you and act on it. Start praying to God and saying, okay, God, like, I'm a little stuck, but I know what you've called me to do. Or if you don't know what He's called you to do, go ahead. Start sending those prayers up. Start writing down in that journal. Start making the effort. And God is going to meet you the rest of the way if you start. That's the thing with your purpose. You just have to start. Stop worrying about where it's going to come from or how it's going to come. Just start. Be obedient to the beginning. Okay? Be obedient to the beginning. And everything that comes after that is going to be based off of your obedience because you said yes the first time. But you have to continue to keep saying yes. Okay? Continue to keep saying yes. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the You're Not Done Yet podcast. I hope you guys got something out of it this week. What does your purpose mean to you? And save the date. The next You're Not Done Yet podcast live is going to be June 10th. June 10th. Woo woo! Yes, baby. We coming back bigger and better. And I just want to say thank you so much for those who tune in week after week after week. Guys, the podcast is growing and I'm super duper excited. Okay, make sure you're following us on Instagram at You're Not Done Yet Pod, and your host, me, at It's Andrea B on Instagram. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.